22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Play fake. Mon. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send them. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Xavier Woods, a former Cowboy, in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, here's Mon. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Mon looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about the ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Cook now off the read option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Mon. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To the air again, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big gain that time for the Chargers. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Score, Vikings 15, Chargers 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 5.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Vikings 49-yard line.
Herbert eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They snap it to Herbert. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 9.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check back the ladder, check back the ladder. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Mon now off of play action. Rolling to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Cook now off the read option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
The 17-yard line.
From the 17, Herbert. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll throw now on the final play. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Eckler. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
That's the score. Vikings 30, Chargers 20.
touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bond's going to keep this himself. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They go play action here. Bond. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Making the tackle there, the former Giant, Dalvin Tomlinson.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. Was it?
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Jefferson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mon going to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And spins away. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Vikings 30.
2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's Mon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great? That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6. But, look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. Room here to run.
Do what we do.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
36. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it.